Um, we're gonna chill here, and I want to get the stream online. But Anuraag's in the finals of this PTQ. Looks like, and we gotta see who pulls this one out. Something weird's going on with my chat too. So Goblins will happen. Don't worry. Did I play in this? No, I didn't. I worked today. I'm having trouble getting chat to show up on my phone. Oh no. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I wanted to play in the prelim, but I was working till like 6:30. So I couldn't do that. So here's the. So I do want to say while I'm just waiting for the next round to start, for the finals to start. Actually, I don't need my headphones on because there's no sound coming from anywhere. So after that rough stream I had, where I just lost 1, 2, 4 in a row in like good matchups, and that felt really bad. I played another League off stream to like try to cleanse my mouth, and I was just hoping to like just get at least like a 3-2, but I went 5-0, and I beat what did I beat? It was Eldrazi. Alright, let's just check. I think it was Eldrazi. I guess we'll review the matches since we're here. Alright, so we had this really funny hand of triple lackey matron ringleader. They do have mimic to block it. Some more lackeys. Yeah, that's exactly it. So they had the ballista to fog the lackeys here, which is pretty good, but we just have so much. We have so much gas here. So I decided to get the war chief here because I just want to deploy pretty fast, and Eldrazi does not have very much removal at all. They play like an endless one, sure. I could have gotten Crater Maker there to try to make sure a lackey connection happened, but it's not even guaranteed. They could just play 2 creatures off of the 5 mana, and they maybe could have 6. So I just jammed the War Chief. They have a Reality Smasher and a Wasteland, so really glad I jammed the War Chief, right? Because now the this is funny, Smasher on blocking duty, right? Draw another Ringleader, Matron for Crater Maker, pass it back. This now it gets close. The Wasteland was good. They have another Smasher. They hit me to 4. I draw another Crater. Oh god, that turn's going way too fast. Okay, so I drew Crater Makers, so I decided to pop their Endless One so I could connect with Lackey, put it into Ringleader, and I figured I had so many ways to, benefit from that I was okay dying to Triple Smasher if they had Triple Smasher. So here I just line up a block, so I go to 1 here, get rid of the Smasher. They just have... So it would need to be Walking Ballista, basically. They just have a Chalice. And then Pile Driver, Matron kills them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 off the Pile Driver alone. So that was that. Game 1 against Eldrazi. And then this hand was great. Like, obviously, like, it's a little... Having no Wastelands reports is, like, a little bad, but drawing Matron is great. Got turn 1 Vial. They play Reshaper. They got Ballista with Once Upon a Time, which informs things. So this is actually a nice sequence now, because they just Ballista for 2 here. We Pyrokinesis, pitching the War Chief, and then we get to get the Lackey in through the Ballista. So Matron up a Ringleader, put it in, hit another Ringleader, which is obviously not great, and so that was somewhat poor. But I mean, it's a redraw, but it does make Thought-Knot Sea here pretty punishing. Just draw another land. They've Dismembered in response to Sling Gang, but they take like basically 5 damage to cast their Dismember, and we still have a pretty significant board. They have a Smasher that's attacking. And so like from there, most of my draws kill them, but I draw another second Sling Gang, which also kills them through Dismember. Oh, that Motor Replay is wrong. They died right there. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe I just don't misremember. Maybe they did. They had dead off 1 more trying to go to 1, but then they're dead on board. I guess. And given that there's their last card, I didn't have to block or anything. I just go to 1. It's fine. So that was round 1 against Eldrazi. It was closer. I went to 1 both games, which is pretty funny. Let's make sure stream's handling this okay. Alright, cool. Then round 2. Is there a reason why Goblins eventually went down the Severed Chalices? It's always been like a kind of contentious thing, Chalice and Goblins. Like, not all builds play it. Some people played Thorn, some people played Discard, some people played a combination of both. Kind of depends on what you're trying to beat. I keep settling back on I want a couple Chalices in my sideboard because of Dreadhorde Arcanist. That's kind of the main deal. Even though it is awkward in this sideboard construction because like I have a lot of 1s that I'm boarding in matches that I'm also boarding in Chalice. So I'm trying to avoid doing that, but it does come up. Like, you board in Chalice against Sneak and Show. Like, it's not great, but it's something. But it shuts off your Elemental Blasts, which is like your best card. So there's some tension in that. Very reasonable hand here. Except Dried Arbor Go. I think this is 4-color Loam. She's expert the Arbor. So they just had a pretty slow hand, and we just have a quite aggressive one. Yeah, like turn 2 Ooze isn't gonna do anything here. Pashlik, Crater Maker pops the Ooze. They're just dead. Pretty straightforward game. Game 2, pretty reasonable hand. They again seem to have awkward as fuck mana. Second Jump Home's like not very good draw. I was kind of hoping to draw Expert, and I think I sided for Maverick, but I think this is actually yeah, I sided for Maverick, so I brought in Pyrokinesis. This is actually Blue Loam. So at that point, I was like, oh no. Sorry for the bit of noise, just a printer. Cycle Gem Palm because I want to find something here. Fortunately, I just have all basics, so it's like I'm not super scared of getting waste locked or anything. So I can safely get the Ringleader, make the Nelk. So there's the Wasteland. So there's the Dryad. So I guess this could maybe be the. Hold up. This could maybe be the Titan deck actually. Be kind of weird though. This might just be Dryad in Titan. So we play the Sling Gang here instead of the Ringleader because I am going to get Wastelanded if I play any of my lands, and I don't want to fetch because I could get the other mountain and get the 4th mountain and then play the Ringleader and not get Wastelanded, but then I don't have a black source for Sling Gang. But I also just wanted 4 bodies on board so I can jump home this thing because this thing's quite scary. They waste me. Attack, take it, Don't want to give up any of my creatures. Make another food. I draw Wasteland. Jump Home, the Dryad. I think my opponent just like straight up fucked up here because they didn't. I think they could have stopped that from happening. I think they have like a removal spell or something. I think they have a decay. Or no. I fuck up here. That's right. They block a. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked with the Sling Gang here. That was like a pretty significant mistake. But I mean, I'll take Stone Writing them there. Honestly, I got 2 Wastelands in my hand, and they're cracking. So I got 2 food. I got a bunch of 1/1s. But Trash Master's just great here, right? I decided to build the board more because if I find an expert, that makes the attack even better. But I just want to keep him off Knight of the Reliquary mana at this point. Yo, Steve. Steve with 8-month tier 2 sub. You're a king. God bless you, dude. Thanks so much. Oh shit. Anuraag's playing. All right. This game ends when I draw this Pyrokinesis. I play Trash Master, attack with everything at their face. They block. I kill the 2 Elks. They take a zillion damage and then they die. That's that game. All right. Anuraag's playing against Blue Red Delver, it seems. So this is the finals of the PTQ. Once again, Delver in the finals of this event. In an era where, quote, Delver is bad, you know? Flip on Force. Alright, that's pretty rough for Anuraag. He probably has to decay a Delver, but he probably wants to save that for Dreadhorde. He's kind of cantrip glutted. Like his hand's very good, but it's also, I guess, opponent's down to 2 cards. So as long as he can stabilize, he should be okay. He probably wants to set up. Oh, is he going to Ice Fang right now? Okay. On his opponent is the local. Oh, cool. So Ice Fang resolves. That's nice. Land is kind of okay. That's a bold play. I wonder. I guess his opponent might be on Rug. Interesting, attacking. So they don't have a bolt in their hand. So their hand is Force. This is Oko. If this is Rug, no. True name is this? Wow, actual true name. So Ano needs to find Dead of Winter Force. Okay, so there's the Force. He can decay. He's at 14. So you can decay the Delver. Take 3. He also just has an Oko, so he can probably just like outpace the TNN. Pyromancer. He probably forces this. Yep. Opponent might not have a blue card then. So now he gets to resolve Oko through like a Spell Pierce. That they probably would have Spell Pierced the Force. There's the Force, fetching Spell Pierce. Okay, so he held the Spell Pierce. That's very disciplined. Oh, there's Uro. Okay. Oh, sorry, Ludwig. Anuraag's in the finals of this PTQ, and I was watching it like a lot of the day, and I want to see how it ends. So I'm doing commentary, so to speak. So we found an Uro. Okay, Wastelands. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll he brainstorm first or not? Because if he brainstorms and finds a land, it's really good. I think he's on a 5-minute delay, Steve. He played on a 5-minute delay all day. I don't know if he still is. He might have turned it off for the finals. He also wasn't like commentating or anything. He was just well, those are 3/4 of wills. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think Delver can win from here. Like, it would have to be, is it 8? I don't think, yeah, he can't outrace him. Like, Brazen Borrower on the Uro won't do it. Running burn spells through double force. And he's gaining 3 life a turn. He's blocking with Uro. That doesn't seem like a good plan. I feel like you have to attack there, right? Like, yeah, Uro triggers on attacks. Card's pretty gross. Hardcast Force Negation here. Yeah. Yeah, Titan Herder, yeah. I don't know what... Like, I guess attacking doesn't do anything anyway, because the Uro just gains the life back. I don't know, this seems pretty firmly out of reach of Delver. Sylvan Library plus Uro is like a pretty serious combo. Like, I guess the Delver player isn't dying. Goblin Titan win. Yeah. Man, Uro is so gross versus Delver. I guess they're trying to build up. I mean, he's at 17. Like, there's shaving down to 1 chief, making a chieftain. I don't particularly like that. Do you like what matchup are you like really missing a chieftain? Like, War Chief really helps out in like the big mana matchups, like Eldrazi, Titan, and then also control for the burst. Like, Chieftain does it, but not as... Chieftain's better if you already have stuff on board. War Chief's better if you need to deploy stuff. You just don't like the War Chief, yeah. I mean, I get that. Against Delver specifically. I mean, both of them are bad versus Delver, though. Like, you're cutting both of them versus Delver. I feel like one of Chieftain's better than one of... Oh, you mean if you just... I see what you mean. If you did cut both of these and add a Chieftain. I don't like that. I think War Chief still carries me like a decent... like enough games that I want it. Like, I played Chieftain in the Grenzo build, and like it felt worse than War Chief enough percentage of the time that I like still believed that I want War Chief in the deck still. Man, it is... He's playing 3 Dead of Winters and a Plague Engineer and a Sabine's Reclamation? Jeez. Yeah, if we got a we got a good 2-mana Lord, then you could probably cut War Chief. But we're not at that point yet. So he's on 4 Uro. I haven't really gotten a chance to fully look at Anu's list yet. Assassin's Trophy, 2 Decays. This hand looks pretty damn good to me. Yeah, 2 mana, 2/2, all goblins have menace would be really good. If Anu wins this event, I'm not convinced. I don't know how Goblins matches up against Anu's deck. 3 Dead of Winters is a lot, and the Plague Engineer is annoying, but also 4 Uro's really clunky versus us. So I feel like we could outpace this deck, but maybe not. Yeah, it needs to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. So if you went like turn 1 Lackey and they played a blocker, and you played this hypothetical 2-mana Lord, they would not be able to block it with their creature. Also, Pile Driver would always like be a 2-for-1 in combat, because it would like eat both creatures. So he's just got access to like a billion plows and a Force of Will. Yeah, Carrie, this is the finals. Anu's up a game against Blue Red Delver. Goblin traders now. Man, Anu's hand is nuts versus Delver. And I think there's a Dead of Winter on top of the deck as well. It's really dark. Yeah, I'm like backlit as fuck. Alright. Professional operation here. That's not. That's better. Alright, so play for Delver. Okay. Flip on Brainstorm. And Anu does have a... so he's Dead of Winter on top of his deck, I think. Unless he's shuffled. I don't think he's shuffled since. And he does have a Swamp in the deck. So Delver, Brainstorming then. Goblins should have Menace by default. I agree. Yeah, Eddie is pretty on point there. I mean, hey, True Name Nemesis is in the finals here. Say what you will. There it is. Though, Dead of Winter. So unless, I guess, if Anu's opponent has double Force of Will, double Force would get Anu here. But even then, he can just, like, if he draws a land, he can snap Dead of Winter. Just for Plow and a sideboard Deafening Silence. Daze. I don't know if he plays Teferi. So Force the Days, yep. Force Pitch Brainstorm, yep. Do you have a third Days? Or Force? Nope. Alright, I think that's GG. Anu's at 11. His opponent's got 2 lands in hand. He has Dreadhorde or Pyromancer. He's got Abrupt Decay for that. Probably just kills it immediately. I mean, Delver's played a threat every single turn this game, I think. And Anu's killed every single one of them very, like, uncounterably. I'll fluster this. Yeah. Yeah. Because that Brainstorm is going to put back a couple lands. This is a really good fluster. Anu's drawing really well. Can't have bad draws, yeah. When all your cards are good. I mean, yeah. If he goes like Astrolabe into Oko. Another Delver. Found a land. Probably holds the land. I wonder if he'll kill it now or if he'll wait. Because if he does spend the Snapcaster, a Dreadhorde could just kill him. This is game 2. This is close. This is actually really close. His opponent could be sandbagging a Dreadhorde, like after all the removal has been spent. Goes for Plow, yep. So he doesn't have to play the land this way. I think his opponent has one more land in hand, but I'm not sure. Anuraag did win game 1. Ponder into Dreadhorde would put Anuraag in some deep shit. But if Anuraag draws Oko or Uro or another Dead of Winter or Plague Engineer, he's a lot of really strong draws. Okay, Ponder for Ponder. I think Anu's still playing on delay. I should just play. I should just play one Delver Secrets in the deck. 0 ways to flip it. It'll just make Moto easier. Ponder's a good draw. Yeah. Slonox, you did the one of Delver and it worked. Pyroblast. That was a smart Pyroblast. I have no idea. Lynn said that Omar's from Canada. I mean, Anu beat Sneak and Show 3 times. Or 2 times? He faced it 3 times and he lost to it once. His one loss was to Omni Sneak. Or Blue-Green Omnitel with 3 Bosejus. Goblins to just side in 4 Delvers, 4 counterspells. Yeah, yeah. 3 Besejus out of the blue-green deck. Like, his hand was like Fluster, 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 Surgical Force or something, and his opponent goes Beseju. Man, Anuraag must be so nervous right now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, he drew another land. That's a big uh-oh. Yeah, Snapcaster Decay would get him out of it. Life Gain doesn't work anymore. Oh, is it true name? Narset. Ooh, that's... Oh, no, that's not too bad. Oh, he might not activate it. Okay. I was thinking maybe you don't activate it there. Oh, there's a bolt? Oh, God. I think Anu's dead. I think Anu's dead. Oh, there's Decay. Oh my God, this is so close. It's gonna bolt the creature? Oh, he's bolting face, okay. Oh my God. Okay, so opponent takes 2, they're down to 14. I guess you can just wait on the decay, see what they draw. Dreadhorde? Oh. He has to kill the vortex. If he draws Uro or Oko, I think he wins. But holy shit. No! Wow, he had such a good start. Oh, man. Monka S indeed. Pulled him down to 1. Block with Ice Fang. If he can bounce, if he like Borrower's Ice Fang, Anu dies. Oh my God, I called it! He needed to double block. The trample kills him. Oh, he can. No, he could have cast Ice Fang and drawn a removal spell. Oh, 2019 go home. Oh, no, it was just a land on top. God, fuck Delver. Fuck Delver. It's so dumb. Why does it have trample? Oh, man. Man, I thought he had that, but the Delver player drew Sulfuric Vortex into Narset into Dreadhorde, and Narset found Bolt. I like Jack just fucking ranching WotC nonstop because they deserve it. Yeah, Dreadhorde having trample does matter sometimes to me because I go like block sack with Crater Maker or something like that, and then you still take 1. Yeah, Steve. Space Godzilla Corona Beam or Corona something like that. Because apparently in Godzilla lore, his like breath attack is 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 called Corona Beam, which is really funny. Those things are gonna become like collector's items in like 10 years. All right, good hand, Anu. Is that a keep? Oh, oh, he doesn't brainstorm on turn one. This is the yeah, yeah. This is the 2020 hand right here. Oh my god. Oh, he draws the land. He draws the fucking land. Didn't even need to brainstorm. Oh my god. What a god. What does he brainstorm off of? Thanks, Steve. Confirmed Yukimoto, yeah. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. It's gonna be hard to function off of basics, though. He needs to draw Astrolabe. If this Delver flips... Thanks. Kaiba. What's going on? You've activated my trap card. I cast Pot of Greed. I get to draw 2 more cards from the top of my deck. Yuki boy. We're in Toonville. I wonder if the opponent will play around like Ice Fang here and not attack with Delver. I don't know, it seems wild. Shut up, Mokuba. No, I do not practice this in my... Oh god, this Plague Engineer. Oh god, this Plague Engineer. I'm like rooting for... Oh, no land. It doesn't find him. He found a plow, though. But now he can't. He has to get planes. Plague Engineer hates humans or goblins more. It probably names both close to equal amounts because of, like, Empty the Warrens. Kills a lot of humans. Oh, he fetches black. He's planning for the spike. Oh, God. Oh, God. The punish. This is so... This mana. Flip on days. Oh... Ponder. It's 2022. Spell pierce it. Oh, I think that's it. getting Swamp's really greedy. Pitch Fluster makes sense to me. It's got a red Brainstorm. If this is a really, really good Ponder, Anu can win this. But it also has to resolve, which feels like kind of unlikely. Yeah, there's the Force. Yeah. Did chat just spoil it? The fuck? I mean, he's playing 4 or 5 colors, and he didn't draw the Mana Fixer. Yeah, I think he's just dead, straight up. Dreadhorde. He doesn't have Dead of Winter in his hand, so. Ah. Alright, that's the most fitting draw. That is the most fitting draw of them all. So, okay. Dreadhorde Delver has won the past 2 PTQs. Are people going to stop saying that Delver is bad and start realizing that Dreadhorde Arcanist is like the most busted card in the format right now? That's my statement. People were saying Delver can't beat Uro, Delver, and we saw, like, game 1, it couldn't. Alright. Rip. Yeah, if you give Delver card advantage engine, all they have to do is counter everything you do for the rest of the game once they resolve Dreadhorde, and that's really easy to do when you see like 9 cards a turn. The game was intense, but fetching a Dreadhorde is on Van Death, right? I'm sure we would all enjoy turn 1 Deathrite, turn 2 Oko. I don't think that was a tilt keep, but fetching Swamp was like pretty giga greedy, right? Like if he had been able to plow the Delver. I mean, I don't know how many of his lands. I don't know how many black sources he has at that point. I guess no, he was fetching off of Misty. No, he was fetching off of Vista, so he could get Plains. Yeah, that was I would say a very high end Delver draw for sure. Like they had really threat heavy hands. Winning game 2 felt like a steal. Like they stole that for real. Okay. Get Tether Sean back. No. Get out of here. Honestly, though, to be honest, I would probably take Deathrite over Dreadhorde. Probably. If we did that trade, I don't know, the format would homogenize like extremely quickly. Alright, so this is what we're on. Back to the regular build. Grenzos did not super work out, so I 5-0'd with this exact list, except I had the red Grenzo over Fnatic. Post-Eurus, pre-Modern Horizons meta. I mean, War of the Spark is where things started to go downhill. I don't know. I didn't like a lot of that meta, to be honest. I know a lot of people did, but I really disliked how many Hymn to Tarox were in that format. Yeah, Blackheart Grenzo I think is just like not very good card. So my thinking is I keep losing. Like the only matchup I'm consistently losing right now is Grixis Delver, and I really I've missed Fnatic in a lot of matchups. There's a lot of Hogak online. There's a lot of Delver. There's a lot of Maverick, and I've missed Fnatic in those matchups because I just really want that extra 1-drop. It matters just a lot. So Red Grenzo is good if we're expecting more combo decks. Yeah, Grenzo like will win games for you just like by himself sometimes. This is true, for sure. But he is a little more mana intensive, and Goblins is really starved. Goblins is really starved on 1-drops. We have a lot of 2s now that we want to play, and yet another one that's like red makes sequencing awkward. Yeah, Merfolk's in a bit of a weird spot with its 1-drops, for sure. Curse Catcher's definitely not aged super well. What's that?
You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry about the printer.
No, it's fine. Bruno Guerra on the play. The turn 1 Lackey hand, yep, sounds fine. It's a little dicey if Lackey dies, and we don't draw lands, but it'll be good otherwise. Honey, I've just been asked, hey Eli, does your waifu know about your anime voice acting skills?
Yes.
Yes.
In high school or college, she got voted to have a godlike voice.
A biblical voice is what was told to me.
Makes up for my annoying one.
I do a lot of like voices and stuff. How long have I been playing Goblins and Legacy? Since 20
Continually?
2016? Yeah, 2016. Alright, so opponent shuffled off that Ponder. We're gonna hope to draw a land here. Alright, bottom's fine. Just died to burn through Chalice on turn 3? That sounds awful. Yeah, basically land correct. There's some argument to play Crater Maker here, but I think I really want to develop the Vial. And I'll hold up the Wasteland. Sucks if this gets like Spell Pierced. Alright. Alright, another Force, Pitch, Brainstorm. Okay. So they're down to 3 cards, so they've 2-for-1'd themselves twice. So that's neat. Lawyer 2, thanks for the follow. Land? Nice. So Force Pitching, Force Negation, and a Brainstorm. So it's looking like miracles. Matron. It's kind of an interesting Matron. I almost want a Matron for Matron here. We could get aggressive and grab War Chief. We could grab a redundant Ringleader. I like Matron for Matron here. We don't know what we want. We don't really know what we're playing against. We have 2 removal spells. We have a Ringleader. I think if we're not majoring for matron, we're grabbing either war chief or pile driver, but this is probably a matchup where we can take things a little slower. Plow Goblin Matron, hell yeah. Alright, so pretty likely miracles. I guess this could be Anuraag's deck. Though if this is that deck, then they're probably not plowing Matron. Maybe they're gonna like, I don't know. Alright, so they're fetching. Brainstorm again. So they've got no brainstorms left. Jace. Sure. So if we draw a land, we can kill the Jace. That's the perfect land. Thanks, honey. Hit another ringleader. Alright, and they scoop. Yeah, this just looks like normal-ass blue-white miracles. Cool. So Rebs come in. Trashmaster comes out. A Lackey Fanatic. Yeah, I wish all my matches were like this. Just nice and pleasant. Just had to sweat it out drawing some lands. It's fine. Chain Whirler, number 2. If they play multiple Monastery Mentors, then it's good. If they don't, I don't like Chalices versus Miracles. I've strongly held that stance that the only way old school blue-white Miracles actually beats you is back to basics, and shutting off your only answer to back to basics is not a good plan. I'm debating the second Chain Whirler. We didn't see Mystic Sanctuary. It's probably there. I mean, Whirler's just good. It might be better than Pashlik. Pashlik can be a value engine. Neil versus Planeswalkers. All the Planeswalkers are blue, so we have the answers to those. Jump Helm, I think, is very good for Mentor, Containment Priest, Snapcaster. Pashlik's good against Verdict. We also have a Caracas to protect it. Eh. It's not crazy to shave a Wasteland, actually. But hitting your land drops is important. Oh my god, this hand. Yeah, it's bad against Pawn Terminus. This is accurate. The combo kills also matter. This is true, yeah. Or do a Lackey. Huh. I almost want to play Lackey here, and then I can and then turn 2 if they kill the Lackey, then I can play Vile with a Reb backup. But this is much harder to do with It Comes Down Now, and we have a 1/2 curve with Port. Ooh, Lucky gets in. That's neat. So they might have brainstormed Terminus on top. In which case... Turn 1 Fluctuator? Wow, you are... wow. I think I'm gonna port their fetch here. Really don't want to get Terminus. If they play back to basics, we can reb it. Alright, they got no proactive plays. That's cool. Or Marshall can die. Pashalik is fine. Pretty fine with that. Now we'll develop the vial. Alright, so they didn't have the counter spell for it, but maybe they have disenchant here. Yep. Alright, we'll port them off of blue. It's blind Terminus, yeah. Alright, Snapcaster, Plow. Brainstorm, okay. So they have a blue source in hand. Yeah. Our mana is now better, alright. Might still be playing around Terminus. Wish I had a Gem Palm here. Honestly, I think I'm just porting them here. Holding up double red. Porting blue to prevent... I don't know. Yeah, that's wrong. I'm just going to kill him with this 1/1. Predict. Sure. Oh, there was a Terminus. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we're just not under a great deal of pressure to do a whole lot. Spyglass, alright. It's fine. It's kind of forced to name Crater Maker. Sonox, I think you're playing against Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Did you go on a wild ride? Tell me. So kind of knowing about our two rebs is pretty relevant. Import. Okay. You don't like it? Ooh. That's pretty good. So they got 4 cards. Can't port them anymore. Just Pashalik. So if they have another Plow, that kind of sucks, but I think we're still okay. The Sling Gang really incentivizes you to run out the Pashalik, I think. And I'm playing it now in case they have like a, I don't know, they might have a Containment Priest to block. they force this, am I countering back? I think so. Because then we can just get into the pattern of just like activate Pashlik every turn. Crater Hold of Double Reb is also reasonable. Okay. The tank on that makes me think they don't have a plow. I kind of want to hold the Crater Maker for a Monastery Mentor. Okay, there's Terminus. Sure. Did they set that up or is that natural? I think that was a natural Terminus. I don't think I blast this. It's kind of tempting. 2 Rebs is like kind of awkward to hold up. This gets really bad if they just play back to basics here. Well, I mean, I'm gonna let it through. Alright, War Chief. I'm not scared of Entreat here. Vindling Click. Alright, blast that. They might die through Entreat though with Sling Gang. Okay. So if I do play back to basics here, then we can at least go Creator Maker, attack for 4, blast it. Alright, Judgment. Judgment's fine. Lackey. Blacky Crater here is fine. Ration out our threats. We do want to pressure them. We maybe could have held the Crater Maker here, actually. We probably don't need to play that. I guess, we've Jace covered. This is Spooky Portent. They'd have to find Terminus here. Then we can at least Crater Maker the Spyglass, and then it's like Snapcaster. Did they shuffle? They did not. You have 1 card. Yeah, I think blasting this is fine. Hydro Blast, sure. Okay, so that was their last card. Plow that. They draw a card. Pile Driver, nice. Sling Gang first? I think Sling Gang first. Jace, sure. Jump on. Nah. So Mystic Sanctuary is online now. So if they have that, they can Terminus me. They have one card. You can Creator Maker the Snapcaster here. Kill the Jace. Kind of sucks if they have another one. Okay, so Jace is dead. Can't port them. If we play this pile driver, they're dead next turn, but feels like overcommitting. Yep. Yeah, Anuraag lost to Delver. Let's drain them for... Do we want to drain them for... No, I'll drain them for the full amount. Oh, they have another Jace. Jeez, alright. Spending the Rebs on the Snapcaster and the Click was pretty unfortunate. Oh, okay. If you don't have a plow, you die. Or you get a 1. Should probably kill the Jace then. Warchief was such a good draw. Okay. Sanctuary Terminus and then a cantrip. I guess it'd have to be Portent or Brainstorm. Ponder. Okay. Oh, they can hardcast Terminus. Okay. That was a Delver draw. Alright. Land. Alright, we're gonna flash in this expert. Ringleader kills them. I think my lands matter more. So I'm not gonna play the Wasteland. We go to 1. That was probably a bad fetch. I guess they knew what's on top, I think. Third Jace? Oh. Alright. Damn. Alright, opponent. You find a thing. Brainstorm. Alright, Terminus the 1/1, okay. I've yet to draw a Matron or a Ringleader. Or a Cavern. It's back to basics, okay. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna waste the fetch. I mean the Mystic Sanctuary, so they can't hardcast Force. And then I think I blast the Jace. It's all 3 Jaces. We've got a Warchief and a Pile Driver on the bottom. So they can't fetch anymore. They want to retreat. Yeah, probably. Hey! That was a sweet... We beat 5 Terminuses? 5 Terminuses, 3 resolved Jaces. And the back to basics. Back to basics ended up not mattering, but... It took you for a ride. Well, they can't... Yeah, but they Mystic Sanctuaried back Terminus twice. So it's 5 Terminuses. No big deal. They trouble finding their plows, though, right? I guess they cast 2 plows, but there's still 3 in the deck, and there's 16 cards. So we beat 5 Terminuses, and we didn't draw a single Matron or a single Ringleader. How about that? How about that? Warchief was so good. The Warchief draw, when we had the Pile Driver in hand, to kill the Warchief and hit them, or kill the Jace and hit them for 2. Whew. I wonder if they should have Fate Sealed me. I think if they Fate Seal me there, I lose, probably. But I was sandbagging a card, so they didn't know what that was. Alright, on the draw. Hand slow as fuck. This is the guy that was on 2012 Delver? Okay. Alright, we'll keep this and throw back our Caracas. With Goose. Alright. Yep. You weren't kidding. Shuffle and then I wasteland you? Shuffle and I wasteland you? Honestly, I might just... Okay, I'm definitely wastelanding. Cavern's great. Ponder, Shuffle, Snap, Wasteland. Tail all at his time. Carrie, you can't escape the nonsense today. Yeah. Here we are. I maybe we should Cavern out the Goblin Lackey. Nope, okay. Okay. What's the fastest way to win this game? Probably Matron up a Pile Driver. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very legacy game. Alright, so this is Rug Delver. So, Relic is gas. If they're playing Mongoose, Chain Brother's insane. Reb is okay, Chalice is okay. Oh, the Mana Echoes build? That deck is so janky. Alright, I don't actually like Chalices, especially on the draw. Couple cards to cut. I've been cutting Warchief against Rug Delver. Yes, so since we're boarding in 4 1s, I don't think we want the... And we're keeping all of our ones, I don't think we want the Chalices, especially on the draw. Yeah. Yeah. Actual old school Rug Delver, huh? We don't know that for sure. But Chainwar is really good, and it's fine against more modern Rug Delver anyway. Pyrokinesis is okay. It's good if they're I'm gonna shave a Lackey on the draw, and then like Pile Driver is generally not great against Rug Delver. I mean, yeah, Vial is like the whole shebang against Delver a lot of the time. Alright, this hand's fine. We've got Relic, Lackey, Double Wasteland, Chamberlain's pretty far away from happening, but... Given context of this hand, I might just wasteland them on turn 1 again. Because we deal with like a Goyf. We've got 3 1-mana cards that kill Delver. Oh, the Goose? Oh shit, Hex Drinker. Okay. Interesting. Mountain's quite nice. So worth wastelanding them again. Generally, wastelanding Rug is not super smart. Let's play our Lackey. Okay. Yes, they did have another land, so Brainstorm. Alright, looking for a bolt probably. I'll definitely trade Lackey with Hex Drinker if I can. Hex Drinker seems not very good in Rug Delver to me. It's like super mana intensive. If they don't have the bolt, then like Jump Palm off the top is insane. Alright, looks like they did. Unless they're pondering again. Ooh, Delver, okay. Jump Palm's now very, very good. They're attacking. Yep. Songs. No punish. Alright. Let's attack. Don't block opponent. Damn. I kind of have to wasteland them. I don't want them to get a bunch of counters on this thing, but so let's Relic. I think I'll waste him off. Red. Alright, I might be able to level this thing up into a real threat. Draw a Mog Fanatic. Expert, something to kill this before it grows would be really nice. Ouch. Creator Maker's nice. I kind of need to wasteland them again, though. These wastelands are like, do not feel good. Actually, I think I'm going to pop this right now because of Hooting Mandrills. Yeah. Kind of like wasted ourselves into oblivion. It's going to get to be a 4/4 next turn unless we draw a port or another wasteland or an expert. Skirk. Too bad. This thing might kill me. Maybe we should have blocked it with the Lackey, actually. Though the Delver... Nah, Delver's more threatening overall, I think. Oof. Alright, so it's basically a Tarmogoyf. We don't really have any instance, so... Yeah, Prospector would have been really good a couple turns ago. Cavern, you say. Sucks they have the onboard Wasteland. This is level 4. Okay, so it's not going to be Progenitus for a bit. I do need to kill this, though. We're also at 9. Let's get Badlands and Matron Up Expert. I do need to draw pretty good cards from here, though. Like, this Wasteland's going to take us out. We're going to be able to deal 3 to it, but not 4 unless we draw. Oh, I should have attacked. Whoops, that was bad. Ooh. Yep. Might just like bolt Prospector here. No. Okay. So we draw Marshall land. Okay. We're gonna attack first. And probably 3 bolts in hand, yeah. So we're just dead of this thing anyway, so we have to do what? Expert at deal 3, Crater Maker, pop it? Or just Chain Whirler. I guess Chain Whirler is more mana efficient. If they have Force, we're dead. Double days? Okay, so they're playing around Reb. Okay. Fair enough. Alright. Let's get a Pyrokinesis in here. Relic didn't really do anything. We want all 4 lackeys. And yeah, they could just daze their... Yeah, that's a weird... I don't know. Chalice looks better on the play for sure. Especially if they're playing more 1-drops than is typical in Rug. Wait, are you saying Goblins is a modern deck? Goblins is certainly not a modern deck. It's been a legacy deck far longer than it's been a modern deck. Sure. All right. Double Badlands in hand is like pretty awkward, but one drop waste port is good. Sacrificial Lamb to Mog Fanatic. Yeah, basically I played in the practice room a little bit. But mostly leagues. That's a good sequence for us. Bolt Prospector? Sure. Ooh. I think we port for another turn. And then we can play Lackey turn 3 or turn 4. All right. Another Delver? Sure. Nice. Basics. Basics are great. So let's see if the Delver flips before we port. No flip. Cool. Let's see if they have another Lightning Bolt. Tarmogoyf here would be a problem. Okay. Alright, digging for the bolt. No shuffle. Alright, so they found the bolt. Or another Delver. Okay. Oh man, Jump Palm. So good. How many Battlegrounds do I play? 2. Jump Palm. Fuck. Man. Jump Palm would be so nuts. Probably can't afford to. I can't run and bring leader into days. I should not have played that land. Fuck, if we hit Munitions Expert, I get Giga punished. Alright, well, let's fetch now. Might as well. We don't have any black sources, so... Oh, those are 4 cards. That's a 0 mana draw 4. Yes. Okay, so let's do... Lackey Jump Home. Plays around days the best. How that undervaluing of Lackey was pretty disastrous. Opponent is a nice person. The Jump Palm we'd find Expert on our next draw step. Jeez. Alright, so we beat the triple Delvers. That's cool. Mog Fanatic. Mog Fanatic was gas, just saying. Yeah, put some respect on it. Mog Fanatic did his job. He answered the Delver. That ringleader was pretty god tier. It was just like 4 very castable cards. Oh, sack bounce creature. It'd have to have some sort of restriction on it, like CMC 2 or less or something. That could be reasonable, wouldn't it? I don't know, maybe not. 1 mana, 1/1 Merfolk, sack bounce a creature CMC 2 or less. I mean, like, Unsummon is bad, but if you attach it to a 1/1, it gets a lot better. Just how, like, look at, like, Brazen Borrower, you know, is a bad boomerang, but give it a 3/1 ability, or, you know, stat line. Even across 5 mana, it's still good. Hornet Sting is also bad. Alright, I'll be honest, I don't know what Hornet Sting is. Oh, that's not how this works. Card. Hornet Sting. Oh, I mean, sure. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, that's my point, though. It's like a effect, like small effects like that on 1/1 bodies are a hell of a lot better. Did I have a Goblin Mentor? Kind of. I had a good support system coming from. Was this my round 1 opponent? No. Oh boy, this hand. I mean, I'm keeping it. It's risky as fuck, but it is pretty good. Olaf, like the people in the source. Oh god, it's Reanimator. We're dead. Okay, that's fine. People in the source are really helpful for me. Gobbo Lord, Marcelo, Olaf, Steve. All right, am I getting turn 1 with discard? This isn't 10 fins. It's just straight up black red. I think they're just playing Scrubland for sideboard cards. All right, cool. I guess I have a main deck Caracas. They could have drawn all bricks, and then we top deck Caracas right here. Sure. Take the Mog Fanatic. Right. Our board is very soft to Reanimator. This is going to be a tough one to win games. So we're bringing these 7. That's like not nearly enough cards for this matchup. All right. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't like Pithing Needle. Conflicts, you know, with Chalice. Grizzlebrand draws cards. We can't beat a 7/7 flanker most of the time anyway, and you know, we only have one way to bounce it. So, what kind of questions would I ask Goblin Mentors? I'm having trouble with Ant. Not sure what questions to ask the Storm Gods. Okay. I mean, I posted a lot on the source, and I was like saying, "Oh, all right, this hand's keepable." Relic occasionally gets there, and then we have a Crocus. I mean, I was playing a lot on Cockatrace at the time, and I had a store that was like developing a legacy scene. All right, Chance of the Annex. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not for this matchup. It's for the Uro decks. Like, Relic is so good against Uro. And like Goyf. It's very much too slow against Reanimator. This is just a fact. Okay. Okay. I think I was supposed to lead on Cavern, actually. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. Probably just getting end stepped, entombed, and then whatever. Yep. What if we drew surgical right there? Still getting Grizzlebrand, makes sense. Ooh, port works. Port did the thing. Huh. Probably can't afford to play Matron here, as tempting as it. Man, if we don't play Matron now, we're not playing it for like 3 turns or something. I think we just gotta do this and hope to draw another creature. Something that's not 3 mana, like Lackey would be really good. Surgical would be really good. Mind Break would be good. Yeah, that's right. So we can War Chief next turn. So that's cool. No. Okay. They might die if they kind of brick here. Probably not gonna brick, but oh. I think they bricked. You can only hit them down to 1. That's a bummer. They just discarded a bunch of Grizzlebrands. That's funny. So they don't have anything? Question mark. So we War Chief attack, put them down to 2. Yep, I did remember the Chancellor trigger. Oh man, if the Wasteland killed me, if I needed to put them down to 1 instead of 2, tilt. Looting. Exhume. Okay. If they unmask me, I guess I'd have to top deck a Goblin to kill them. Alright, I think we got this now, though. Alright, GG. Alright, game 3. Now we're gonna be... Maybe we do ring in the Pithing Needle. Just to make the Crocus more effective, because it was pretty lucky that they drew nothing off of that Grizzlebrand. I'll give it a shot, and then we'll shave Fanatic. I'll kind of have to hope to have, like, Surgical plus Mind Break Trap. Matron Slaying and Matron Piledriver. We also just, like, might name a fetch, though I guess we can't really name Bloodstained Mire. Most of the time, anyway. We can name Marsh Flats. Easy mulligan. This is both too slow and has no lands. Double Surgical Chalice? Okay. Don't need the Needle. Don't need the Jump Home. Experts are a threat. They mulligan to 4. Alright. This is a pretty good 5 for us. I think I will chalice on 0, turn 1. Yep. Yep. So they had the nuts on the mull to 4, but we have surgical, so... Okay. So they have 2 Chancellors, Ashen Rider, 2 Grave Titans, that's terrifying. Do they have the Lake of the Dead? 2 Serenities, Scrubland, 4 Marsh Flats, Tombs, sorry, 2 Thoughtseizes. That hurts, yeah. Yeah, Lotus Petal might not be worth going after anymore. Yeah, they probably have to draw in Tombs now. Yeah, I actually like that plan now. We might Surgical in Tombs. Alright, let's just snip this. Alright. Yeah, they have a lot of relevant ones. So we could like Surgical... Do Shenanigans, which is something to be aware of. Alright. Don't need to play Chalice on 0 now. We do need to draw a land. Okay. Let's get the beats on. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Is that better than porting them? We cut off all of our, cut off Relic. I guess we really have to. We can always Creator Maker our own Chalice. Hey. Alright, and we draw Pile Driver, Lackey, Land. That'd be very good sequence draws. Alright, we're 3-0 right now. Beat Reanimator. Close one. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. deck. Alright. 3-0 right now. Looking good. So we've beaten Rug Delver, Miracles, and Black Red Reanimator. We had some pretty fortunate. We had a really fortunate hand round or game 3. I mean, that's the only way you gotta. That's how you gotta beat Reanimator, right? You gotta. You can have a reasonable hand game 2 and win, but game 3 you need a pretty exceptional one, and we did. We had double surgical chalice. God damn, it's Julian. All right. So he's on like Oko elves, or no, he's on like anti-blue elves. I can never beat Julian. I've beat him once before. All right, we can do it. He also might be on Maverick, and this hand's good if he's on Maverick. I think I got to keep this. It's also not like horrendous against elves. Trashmaster's kind of a dead card, but he also might be just playing something else because he plays other decks. Oh, never mind. Are elves good against goblins? It's kind of close. Post-board, it's better for us, but pre-board, it's pretty bad for us, especially on the draw. I beat Newton 2-0 the other day, but he usually destroys me. I think I saw Julian's deck list earlier. He's playing, like, main deck Planeswalkers. Yeah, we're playing 3 Pyrokinesis in the sideboard. The sideboard's quite good against elves. We got a Chain Whirler, 3 Pyrokinesis, Chalice, Needle, Mindbreak if we want it. Is he just gonna like glimpse kill me on turn 2? Drawing a land. Drawing Caracas is pretty brutal. It's like the worst land in our deck. And we kept a 4-lander. Hey, Saber. New list? Kinda. It's like the old list, except 1 card different. The main deck Caracas over the Fiery Islet. So we're 3-0 right now. I 5-0'd with this last time. I played this off stream after I had that really brutal run on stream. Visionary? Green Sun for 1? Okay. Okay. Fanatic would be good. Alright, gotta kill the Quarian Ranger. It's just gonna keep going. Okay, that's a strong turn 2. Alright, so yeah, the nut turn 2, sure. Sling Gang, not where we want to be right now. I mean, this is a fairly weak keep on the speculation that he might be on something different like Maverick. In which case this hand is fine, but I mean, if we rip Chain Whirler, if we're not dead this turn, we rip Chain Whirler, we can win, but that's terrifying. So we kept a 4-lander and we've drawn 2 lands, so yep, more lands, cool. Alright, so we flooded out and they the actual elves nut, so. Get a lot of cards here, though. Let's get this Caracas out of here. We'll need one Sling Gang. 2 more cuts. I think I'll don't want Mind Break on the play, and then I'll bring it in on the draw. Cutting removal against elves seems not the greatest. Alright, if we draw Red Source, this hand's great. It is slow, but I mean, if you get your Vial active, then it's much less slow, and it's you know, any removal is removal, honestly. So like it doesn't make sense to cut even your slow removal. Or you get it with War Chief. Nettle. They always have the Nettle. I think I'm gonna play Needle now for mana efficiency, and I'm gonna name Wirewood. So if we don't draw Red Source, we can at least play the War Chief. Arbor, okay. Matron. I don't think we can afford to wasteland that. Might be trading Mog Fanatic for Dryad Arbor, which I think is okay. Alright. Upkeep, I'm gonna Fanatic the Arbor. What? Okay. Get Cradle. Alright, sure. God. Crop Rotation and Elves. Haven't seen that in a while. He's got double Nettle with Glimpse. That's gross. Julian just always has it. Yep. It just go. Alright, dude. Guess I should have Fanaticked the Dryad before. I don't know. I mean, I'm literally never going to play around Crop Rotation out of Elves, so whatever. Uh-huh. And Double Cradle. Alright, Julian. You got me. Congratulations. Cheesed me with the Crop Rotation. I mean, I guess the reason to do it on my turn would be what? Once Upon a Time? So Crop Rots for Yeah, I mean, it ends up being the same. It actually ends up being exactly the same. I'm pretty sure. Because you can float green, crop rot, forest for cradle, tap cradle for. Yeah, he only taps the first cradle for one mana, right? Maybe it's different. Whatever. I mean, he gets to go off on turn 3 both games through interaction. I don't feel like that's average for elves. Like, we even had Needle for Symbiont. I mean, I maybe should have Needled on Quarian Ranger, but. I think naming Symbiote makes the most sense when you've got Double Chain Whirler in hand. Sounds nice. Definitely lead on Vial here. I think I'll lead on Caracas Vial. Protect my red source. Bluff DNT. Excuse me? Opponent? He's pitched a Spirit Guide for no reason? I guess this is Eldrazi? They just... Alright, got Eldrazi. Wasteland report, please. Alright. Kind of regret playing the Crocus first, but whatever. Because we could expert the Endless one, but I doubt we actually want to do that. Please no Thought Knots here. So this is revealed. So this is Exile Chalcen 1 and deal. Okay. Ooh, hello. Alright, let's expert this Endless one using the Vial, and we can keep our mana up. We could, like, Matron for Trashmaster. But I think going for Ringleader here makes the most sense, because then we don't have to spend our mana. And we can set up the Matron for next turn. I also pretty clearly don't have a Thought Knot here, else they probably would have played it on turn 2. That's a lot of Goblin Matrons. Alright then. Let's get another Badlands. And I guess now we'll play the Matron. I think we get War Chief. I think we can kill them next turn pretty easily with a War Chief. We can kill a Thought Knot with Expert. Smasher we can also kill. Oh, Wasteland's pretty good. Smasher's so very fine. I will take my 5 happily. Whew. Alright, so Expert eating up our red sources is annoying here. We can go... Slang lethal. Ward Chief, Expert this, Matron for Sling Gang, attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Attack you for a quadrillion. It's a pretty good turn 4. Alright, Eldrazi aggro. Let's get this Chain Whirler, let's get this Needle, let's get 2 Pyrokinesis, I think. They are getting more and more aggressive. Actually, I like Prospector less. Shave 1 Ringleader, and then honestly from there it's kind of whatever. Crocus is fine to cut, I think. Though obviously hitting your lands against cutting a land against the 4 Wasteland deck is like probably wrong, especially when we want to be wastelanding them pretty aggressively. Pile Driver's like kind of, we don't want the second Chain Whirler with 2 Pyrokinesis. Chain Whirler's so good though. It's just hard to cast. Let's do this. You can do mostly random things against Eldrazi and win. Double War Marshal makes this really defensive, but also good enough to keep with the Vial. Okay, Once Upon a Time. Not even waiting for their draw step. That's strictly worse. City O Traders. Alright. The Chalice in me? Alright. I locked her Vial. It's alright. There's Chain Whirler. Temple, yep. Turn 2, Thought Not. Or is it just Endless One? Okay. We've got double War Marshal to stem the bleeding for quite a while. They did have to stun right themselves to do that. Take the Matron, that makes sense. Alright, this Chalice is kind of annoying now. Oh, I shouldn't have played the Badlands, that was bad, in case they wasteland me and I draw like a jump home. Strictly better to play Cavern there. Mimic. Are we to Chain Whirler the Mimic? Deal. Alright. I think I can turn the race in my favor, so I'm actually attacking with bow tokens. Because I'm going to have another set of like free blockers with the War Marshal. So I think that if they're attacking me for 4, I can attack them for 5 back. Yep. Crater Maker, Trash Master, Matron Ringleader, more lands. Alright, not the best. I think we're just going to straight up race them. Probably paying Echo here. Only drawing a 4-drop punishes us. Alright, so they have 3 mana. Unless they have a Spirit Guide. And if they Thought Not Me here, again, that's fine, because I don't have any good cards in my hand. Needle getting caught by Chalice. Maybe I shouldn't be bringing in Needle on the draw, because they're very likely to keep a Chalice hand. With a Reshaper. And this one for 3. Sure. Oh, I'm going to be blocking. Right, no reason to pay Echo. Let's draw Expert or Jump Home. We can kill this thing. Fetch to Thin. Hey. Look who it is. Draw a card. I just concede. All right. Sweet. That was a pretty easy 4-1, right? So we would. And they've only got 3 cards and 3 mana. Like, we're just bound to draw stuff from that point. Sweet. So we only lost to Julian, who had like the elves, you know, top 10% of hands. We kept a somewhat medium hand. Like, we turn 1 Fanatic that ended up not being good enough, and they had crap rotation. Like, what? 2 Chain Whirlers that we couldn't cast on time, but he went from Nettle Sentinel to kill you from like actual nothing. Cool. Pretty strong. Nice 4-1 there. Let's open 2 chests for Steve's tier 2 sub. How about that? 30 play points, value. 5 play points, and Rakdos Right Knife. Servant of Yawning Depths. Less value. Okay. It's only 9:17. I'm gonna play for a bit more. I think we're gonna do some Modern Horizons draft. It's not here for very long. Let me update the stream title.